My ancestors, I really don't want to do these messages, y'all. They old, they in the past, it's over and done, damage is done. But anyway, my ancestors said, ugly world discrimination, promoted Aubrey or somebody for a stolen guitar. I don't know if it's stolen guitar, something about a guitar, discrimination. And somebody named Aubrey, not Audrey, but Aubrey. Yeah, said the world trying to hide it, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Y'all, we don't get by this stuff, man. This, just like the previous message, this a lot of energy in nothing, man. There's a lot of energy in nothing. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I'm sorry, guy. I cannot say that. I apologize for saying that. But it ain't irrelevant to me. Thank God I never had nobody. And thank God people always stole from me. But justice is woke, basically. Justice has got to be served. Justice is finna be served. Justice is here to be served. Y'all, you can't escape justice. You've been escaping justice for a long time. It's time to just let it go. Just let it go, y'all. I've been studying justice. I've been studying justice, actually, since I've been in this situation. I was sitting here thinking, I was like, maybe justice haven't been getting served because justice is a human embodiment, just like everything else, just like Jesus was. So if justice is in a human body and certain people know this, then typically, like they do angels, they gonna make justice descend. And unfortunately, for those people who've been doing that, I'm not descending. So in other words, justice is woke, and justice come to serve, and justice expect justice. Justice expect justice. I'm not really trying to get on nobody bad. I really could care less, y'all. You know, I'm taking it, y'all been watching me, and you just stole the guitar out there. You just, I don't know. You put people in boxes, you steal their idea. I'd be scared for my soul if I was y'all. If you even got to do something like that, I'd be just scared for my soul. Because if it done got to the point where you got to capture creativity like fish in the water, it's pretty rough, right? It's basically saying, you know somebody evil, you gave them the power and the position of somebody, of a wholesome man, a good man, a real king, a real queen. You gave a complete narcissist their position, probably killed those people, put them in boxes. I don't know. I really didn't want to do this message. I didn't want to do the last message neither. I just know that I feel like some people keep doing what they're doing because they don't know no better. I feel like some people just doing stuff because they don't even realize the wickedness that's in it. Like, let's say somebody say, yeah, we can make $100,000 if we do this to this person. It don't sound that bad. And they say, well, you know, that don't sound bad. Well, let's make a joke out of it. Ha, 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 tee, ha. But we don't see the detrimental effect, not only to that person, but to a sleeve of energy. Energy that's tied to that person don't even know. So it's like, it's just like swapping somebody's inheritance. When you swap somebody's inheritance, there's a whole bunch of people throughout the whole world. Like, when I say a sleeve, what I mean by that is that it's a sleeve. Imagine a sleeve wrapping from here all around the world. And in that sleeve is energy. And in that energy is so many individuals that's tied up in that energy. When you steal somebody's inheritance, when you steal somebody's energy, you sacrifice a whole sleeve. And this is any nationality, this is any brand of people, this is anybody. So that's why it's, I don't know if it's in the Bible, I read it in an ancient book or something, But I remember reading one of the other things that God hate most is when people alter another person's life. It could be in the Bible, but that's altering people's lives, y'all. When y'all do something to play with people's minds, some people do it to find lovers. I know. I met people like that in my life, and they are really good people. They don't even know the detrimental effect that kind of playing will lead on other people. But they whole purpose in it is to find out if this particular person is a lover or not. But that never works out well. 'Cause I used to do it myself. I used to do the same thing. And then I done met people like aggressive women who done been pretty much mutilated, but they have the potential to be good women. And they finally get with a good man, but they are not used to this good man. This good man was a gift to them. Because God seen everything they went through with this man. But so what they didn't realize is that the trials and tribulations that they went through with men was probably past lifetime stuff. And God saw it, God knew about it before it even came into fruition. And God had already planned on giving this person a good man or a good woman, depending on who they is. The problem with that is these people don't expect this. They talk to everybody else like they expect it, but truthfully, underneath it all, they don't expect it. So what they do is they get with these people and they brutalize them. They abuse them mentally, physically. I done had some women, boy, ooh-wee, rough now. And what they'll do is they'll put you in this box. They'll put you in a box within a box, and they'll just beat you and torture you, and they'll just do the most. They'll cheat. They'll do everything, whatever the man that hurt them did, they're going to do it to you. And they're going to do it over and over and over, and they're going to do it until you finally lash out. And then they're going to say, I knew you would, and leave. That probably went on for years. They're going to say, I knew you would, leave. And then they're going to go out there and leave, and then they're going to really tear their life down, and they're going to really turn their life into crap. And then after they turn their life into complete and utter crap, disaster, on top of disaster, just nothing but muddy, they're going to come back to you and say you was right. So I didn't really want to talk about this. I didn't want to talk about the last message. But my ancestors were like, help me, bring it in, whatever, Oh, boy. I'm really, I just really want to take a break from all this. Honestly, but my ancestors won't let me. I got to do what God tell me to do. And if they come to and they say they want the microphone, I got to give them the microphone. That's like a lot of times y'all thought I self-sabotaged something. I didn't. My ancestors already knew it wasn't going to work out anyway. So they made sure I self-sabotaged it. That's the way it worked, I'm not here to have a good time. I'm here to do God's mission, And this is straighten up a lot of stuff that's been detrimental to the people. But remember what I said, though, y'all. I remember what I said about a sleeve. When you just use something as simple as inheritance, it's a lot easier for me. When you steal somebody's inheritance and you give it to another energy, you rob a whole sleeve of energy. You rob energy. So you take from that energy and you give it to another energy. So in other words, you're finna sacrifice a whole row of energy. Some of the people that's attacking you was actually part of the energy that was supposed to get blessed in the inheritance. Think about it. I can prove it. I can prove it right now. And the whole world gonna say, wow, he right. Most of the people who attacked me was twins, twin flames, and soulmates. How did I know? Your magic wouldn't have worked on me if you wasn't. So in order for your magic to work, you was. And if y'all can recall, I reached out to y'all in 2020, 2018, some of y'all, And if y'all would just went with the flow by now, we all would have just got rich and went on about our business. Showed love to one another, had love within each other. We didn't even have to be with each other, but we knew for a fact that we could call one another because we was a family tree. But nobody wanted to go in that direction. Everybody wanted to stay in that comfort zone. And by staying in that comfort zone, you messed around and warped the energy. The most messages I get all the time is stay away, be quiet, don't do nothing. Y'all, listen to me, y'all. I've been getting them messages my whole life. I really just been getting them about 6, 7 years, but I'm gonna just say my whole life. I ain't gotta do nothing, really. If they gonna come, they gonna come because I done put the work in. I'm a good worker. I'm a good human being. I'm a good husband if I had a wife. I'm a good daddy. I'm good all the way around. There ain't nothing else I gotta do for somebody to show up. If they ain't gonna show up for me being a good person, guess what? They ain't gonna show up. Because I'm telling y'all, somebody done built a corporation off of sacrificing gifted people. Somebody done built a corporation on sacrificing chosen people. Somebody done built a corporation on sacrificing angels. Somebody done made trillions of dollars. And like I said, this could go back to Jesus. And this is what y'all want Jesus to come back, right? Well, we got to remove this. So if you want Jesus to come back, help me out here. I remember one time, a long time ago, I was studying with a bunch of great teachers and stuff. And we were looking at some great lectures that most people can't watch. And it was different nationalities talking to, the black nationality talking to other nationalities. And they were telling them, this was after one of our leaders, the legends, got killed. And this was beyond all the smoke. And they was having a conversation, and the blacks told the other nationality, when are y'all gonna let somebody grow? When are y'all gonna let this change? Because let's just say they were talking about these boxers. And the other nationality told them, when y'all actually try and stand up straight. Well, what's wrong with today? I'm standing up straight. I'm above trying. So what's the problem? I got my fur, I got my wings, I got my coat. What's the problem? I got my color. What's the problem? I'm standing up straight. So now what's the problem? The problem is so many people done participated in these programs. These programs are very dangerous. They can make people lose their soul, even the best of us. And when you lose your soul, you're no longer gifted. You're no longer crafty. You no longer got ideas. You're no longer creative. So if you're a multi-billionaire, you're a multi-trillionaire, you have to have some creativity. So even in your mind, you're gonna think, well, we're gonna have to keep trapping these people because I can't create no more. Because you done lost your soul. But here's the thing what everybody gotta understand. As long as you still living and breathing on this earth, you can go back and get your soul. And you know you can go back and get your soul. You know you can unseal your heart. You just don't want to do it because you know you probably going to lose everything doing it. What's more important, money or your soul? By now, you should know it's your soul. You just didn't realize by selling your soul, you was going to lose your creativity. You didn't realize how valuable your soul was until you sold your soul. You didn't realize how important your soul was until you sold your soul. You didn't realize how special your soul was until you sold your soul. You didn't realize what priceless even means until you sold your soul. But even now to the day that you know how important it is to keep your soul intact, now that you got the opportunity to go back and get your soul, you still don't want to go back and save your soul. Now listen, I don't want to do these lectures. I'm pretty much forced. The hand is forced. Okay? I'm trying to help y'all out. I got my soul. My soul belongs to God. It ain't a low-life scumbag bum out there gonna get my soul. It ain't a trick up the devil or Satan's sleeve gonna get my soul. If you're gonna take everything from me, put me in poverty, and make sure I have to live and die in the mud, then that's what it's gonna have to be. But guess what? I'm gonna keep my soul. My soul belongs to God. It ain't a lover you can bring me to get my soul. It ain't no fans, it ain't no friends, it ain't no companions, it ain't nothing. It ain't no money, it ain't an amount of money you could give me to take my soul. My soul belongs to God. If I gotta build in the mud, that's what I'm gonna do. If I gotta live in the mud, that's what I'm gonna do. If I gotta live and die in the mud, that's what I'm gonna do. But my soul belongs to God. And what I mean by that, if I gotta live and die just like I am right here today, without a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, I'm still happy because I got God and I got my soul. You know how I know I got my soul? Because you gotta put me in a box and steal my creativity. The fact that I got that much creativity for so many special people to put me in a box and steal my creativity, that lets me know and let you know I got my soul. Y'all better quit playing these games though, because I'm listening to the Astro. I don't know who Aubrey, not Audrey, but Aubrey. I don't know who you is, but you done pissed off some people about that guitar. You've been watching me like a hawk because I haven't even explained it. I only explained it one person. We call her mouth in the Astro now because she use that mouth for everything but the right thing. You in so much trouble when you cross over. That's why they letting you live as much as you can live right here on earth. Because when you go over there, you done so much to your ancestors over there. You done did so much black magic to me, to your own family tree. You just keep going and you just keep going and you just keep going. And at this point, it ain't even got nothing to do with you got problems in your head, in your mind. But y'all got these people, y'all got my ancestors pissed off about this guitar. I've been hearing about this guitar. I ain't even know because I ain't even told nobody. I prevented myself from writing down my guitar. I explained somewhat of sort of to somebody who was with me about my guitar. And I guess seeing that we cut from the same cloth, she figured it out. Well, you in a whole lot of trouble for that. Because they've been talking about this Aubrey person and this guitar now for weeks, months if not. And anything revolving around it. They said the world discrimination. They said the world discrimination for a guitar. Listen to what I'm telling y'all, people. My ancestors, which is your ancestors too, we all have ancestors. Every nationality in this world got an ancestor. You better make sure you're on the right side when it comes to these ancestors. Every last one of us got an ancestor, and they over there talking about a guitar. Out of everything that's going on in the world today, they over there talking about guitars, and whoever got something to do with this rub test crap. That's all we've been hearing about for the last 5 years. They own y'all now. I'm warning y'all. Y'all keep sending me messages, do this, do that, but they ain't gonna never do nothing, brother. Let me tell you something, sister, they ain't gonna never do nothing though. They telling y'all what they gonna do, they haven't done it yet. They done told y'all they were gonna do something for me, and y'all thought they did something for me when they did it for AVA or EVA, whatever they call that crap, and they gave it to my doppelgangers, and my doppelgangers went into the places that I supposed to went in, and y'all thought that I went into the places and sent me messages and said, congratulations. I ain't went nowhere, I'm stuck in the box. They still ciphering my energy. They still witches and warlocks. Now, I understand, thank y'all. Thank y'all for wondering what's going on, but these witches and warlocks got y'all just as stuck as I am. If they gonna do something, they know at this point, they gotta really do it. Somebody making too much money off these boxes to even wanna move. And God gonna have to move them. So let me tell you what's going on. I told you about the Aubrey and the guitar. Then I told you about the world discrimination. Now I'm finna tell you right now, I'm finna tell you myself. To those of you who are in power in these situations, I'm warning y'all, heads up. Heads up. Because right now, my ancestors and your ancestors ain't worried about the people that's right here at the surface that we can see that's really tormenting us, because them ain't the real problem. It's the one that's paying them to torment us. Heads up. And if we start having wars or we start having problems, it's going to be because of y'all. You won't let up. You still trying to put chosen ones in a box. You still trying to sacrifice chosen ones. And you get a kick and a thrill off of torturing chosen ones. So if you want the world to continue to end, and if you want the world to be in revelation, if you want the apocalypse to come fast as possible, keep letting these people stay in charge.